and rare in cells, countries where they don't have state funding really to speak of. And we do have Creative New Zealand, who are a government funding agency. They supported me to come here today and our other New Zealand colleagues. And we've just, the Conch has just moved from project funding status into what's called kahikatea funding. So we've now sort of moved up a notch, I guess, and we're now in a fortunate situation where our New Zealand work is funded for the next 2 years for 3 of us to work full-time, which in New Zealand is actually a real luxury, and it's not a common thing. In terms of the touring that we've done in the past, I guess we have relied a lot on being invited by presenters, the Sydney Festival and various other festivals around the world, so that's sort of a more standard presenting model. But in terms of we've also had a long partnership with the British Council. So for example, the last work that we made, Muzzy, we were able to bring an amazing magician, Paul Kiev from London, fly him out to a small island in Fiji, where he sat with the Muzzy makers and showed them, some of his incredible sort of Broadway magic, which was quite the experience for him and for them. And that was via the British Council. One of the new sort of funding strands, I suppose, that we've been able to tap into through our social engagement work in the Solomon Islands is via an aid. We're working on an theatre aid project. So the project there is to, as I said, create a national theatre company for women to promote messages of non-violence against women in the Solomon Islands. And that is funded by the European Union and by the British High Commission and managed in partnership with the British Council. So there's sort of a multi-partnership working on that project. And certainly that's an area, I think, within the Pacific, there is a huge amount of aid funding internationally that comes into that region. And certainly it's an area that we are hoping to grow into in the future, and to use theatre as a way of engaging and connecting with the communities within the Pacific. I also would like to acknowledge Ria's ideas and the way you've been implementing those. That's amazing. We have also thought about one of the priorities for the next year really is for us to put in place a full fundraising strategy for the company. And